All right, rapid fire, this or that. You ready for this?
We have cool or not cool and this or that.
That's a good day.
Yeah.
All right, this or that. We got 20 of them. Could be topic anything.
Or let me do 10 and I'll let you do 10.
All right. Tacos or burgers?
Burgers.
Netflix or YouTube?
YouTube.
Coffee or energy drink?
Both in my body at the same time.
Double whammy. Call or text?
Text.
Let me add a third. Or FaceTime?
I'm not a FaceTimer. You're
Call
a
or FaceTime?
Call.
Oh, wow.
FaceTime, you can't rely on Wi-Fi ability all the time. Like, half the FaceTimes I get from you, you're like, and it's like your face is frozen. It's like, just call me.
Just call me, yeah. Football or basketball?
To play or to watch?
Let's go watch.
Football.
But to play basketball?
Yeah.
For sure, yeah. Early morning or late night?
Late nights.
Facts, bro. That's right. Steak or sushi?
Oh, steak.
Yeah, good call. City or countryside?
City.
Nice. PlayStation or Xbox?
PlayStation gang only.
Reading or podcast?
Podcast.
I mean,
it makes
you
sense.
can't read a Divot Dudes podcast, you know. That was 10. So we got there's 10 more on here if you want to rock with us.
Run or lift?
Lift.
Dogs or cats? There's only one answer here.
Gonna go with dogs on that one.
Fly or to drive?
Fly.
Apple or Android? I mean,
Apple.
Who's on
come
Android?
on.
Pool day or lake day?
Ooh, lake day.
Yeah, I'm a lake day too. But I'm also like lake over the beach.
Your lake over beach?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Because you get the boat and it's not sand, it's not sticky.
Yeah. I'm a big beach guy, but I would say that's because of the towns around it are a good vibe.
Yeah, it depends. Comedy or thriller?
Comedy.
Beer or bourbon?
Bourbon. Unless it's garage beer.
Concert or sports game?
Sports game.
Go sports.
If it's Auburn or I'll go. That's tough. I'll go concert.
Sweets or salty? Something salty or something sweet? Yeah, I'm addicted to sweets. It's probably the parasites inside me that love it. Win $1 million now or earn $100,000 a year forever? That's the easiest question of all time.
I'd say $1 million now.
Why?
Because $1 million now, I could throw it in the market, earn an average of 10% a year, and that's $100,000 on top of that every year.
Or you can keep your job or do whatever you want and have $100,000 extra a year. So in 10 years you have $1 million. The next 10 you have $1 million.
But if I throw $1 million in now, in 7 years, that's $2 million.
I would take $100,000 a year for the rest of my life. 100%.
It's lower risk, but yeah, that's fair. All right, good this or that's to start us off.
Good this or that's. I think, I would pick a sports game over a concert any day of the week.
Really?
Yeah, unless it's like Taylor Swift or something.
Unless it's Travis Kelce's girlfriend.
Yeah. Whoa, you just
wow, dude, your hand is right there, dude. Calm down, man.
That
Calm
is absolutely
on.
crazy.
Wow.
Would you pick coffee over energy drink any day of the week?
No, energy drink. If health wasn't a factor, energy drink for sure. But the only reason I don't do energy drinks every day and I'll do coffee instead sometimes is just because I know it's killing me.
I know what your normal coffee order is if you're going to a Starbucks, but tell the audience and we'll let us know what your coffee order is below, because I think I've only seen you get one thing ever. Actually, no, take that back. 2 things ever. It's either just a shot of espresso or a iced mocha, and that's it. Those are the only 2 things I've ever seen you get.
So 2 things. 1, I'm flattered because I know you love me. 2, did you say espresso?
Espresso?
Okay, I thought you said espresso. With
Espresso. Espresso.
Me espresso.
Our next guest, Sabrina Carpenter, everybody.
It's the espresso.
Espresso machine. Those are your 2 orders I think I've only ever seen you get.
No, yeah, that's pretty much it. There's one coffee shop that we will go to that I'll get something different because they have a specialty drink that I like a lot. But so, did you already say mocha? Did you already say what it was?
Yeah, it was either you get an iced mocha or a shot of espresso.
Yeah, no, you're spot on. I could probably guess yours. You do a latte if you do coffee, but you'd prefer to not get coffee because it messes with your stomach sometimes.
No, I only get ice shaken espressos.
Oh.
Unless they don't do that, and I do an iced latte. I don't like hot coffee unless it's really cold in the mornings.
Yeah.
Like, and my mom she'll drink a hot coffee in the middle of the day. I'm like, that's crazy. I can't stand
In
it.
Georgia?
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah. She drinks hot coffee all the time.
Wow.
But I'm a huge ice shaken espresso or an iced latte.
Yeah.
Almond milk.
I used to just say iced coffee year round. Like, doesn't matter. But sometimes if it's cold outside, I'll get the vibe where I want my mocha warm.
In the mornings, I'll usually drink a hot coffee. And now that it's in summer, though, I won't have a hard time doing it because I take him out, and then it's like 1,000,000,000 degrees. I'm sweating. The last thing I want is something hot.
To go inside and just pour hot lava down your throat. Yeah, it's not the vibe. Definitely not the vibe.
I can see why people have 2 houses that are rich. Because living in the humidity,
Oh, yeah.
it just makes everything worse.
Absolutely. You're saying like someone might have an Arizona house for the winter and yeah, totally.
Or only live here from October to February.
Oh, was that one on here? I wanted to ask mountains or beach. Think vacation.
That's tough because I enjoy like skiing and snowboarding in the mountains, but I'm not going to risk my body doing that anymore.
Yeah.
So I guess the beach is probably more realistic in this time of life.
I was going to ask that too, ski or snowboard.
I've only ever skied. I enjoy skiing. I think it'd be fun to learn how to snowboard, but I don't want to like start from ground zero all over again.
Starting from zero at 30 is
just not worth it. I don't think.
Yeah, especially when it's a risky sport.
Yeah, that's gonna. I think that's off the bucket list now.
Really? Yeah. It might be better on your knees.
No, it definitely is probably. But I honestly don't know if I'm gonna ever ski or snowboard again.
It's just like you didn't love it enough for it to be worth it.
No, I absolutely loved it.
Oh.
I don't love it enough. It's worth tearing my ACL.
Yeah, fact. Especially when our job depends
I think
on
it's
our
different,
bodies
and
now.
that's like puts us into perspective because we're so much like professional athletes, like where our jobs depend on it, you know, and we're that elite of YouTubers.
Our next podcast we're doing it with at least one NFL football player, so that's a little surprise guest there. But something I want to remember to ask him on the podcast because I've asked him in person is, I was like, if you get injured, do you get fined? Like if it's outside of football.
I think in some people's contracts it is. They're not allowed to do certain activities.
Yeah.
If it's outside of the NFL sporting activities, then you can have consequences. You won't get paid.
And this is probably different for our guest next week because of his position, but I know Dawson, he was saying for every pound he is over their weight, it's like, I think it's like $15,000 fine.
It depends on the team, but yeah, you get fined for being over weight limit.
That's wild.
Yeah. Also,
which makes sense. It's your job. But
it is.
Still.
Yeah. They're holding you accountable for why we're paying you millions of dollars. Like you need you to be in weight. But there is, speaking of like doing things outside of your normal activities. Did you see the video of Victor Wembanyama trying to do a bicycle kick in the soccer match a couple weeks ago?
No way.
They said he was like a meme of like, you just know the Spurs upper management is just
sitting there like
freaking out. Like you can't be having your star phenom doing bicycle kicks on the soccer field.
Dude.
And he landed on his back.
Especially when you're a big dude, you got to be more injury prone like that.
Yeah, I know he's a kid. And he's like, I'm gonna go out there and have fun, but
yeah, that's right. How old is he? 20?
Something like that. He's something super young.
I think they need some of that weight limit stuff in Luka Doncic's contract.
He slimmed down a little bit, but watching his very first NBA video or his NBA game, he looked 175 pounds
and so much faster. He was dunking.
So
pretty wild. I don't know. I think sometimes
he found KFC in the American fast food.
KFC in America. Yeah, I was like, Seedles are not that bad, dog. Yeah, dude. That's what's interesting too. Is like it's not like he's gotten better, at scoring at least in some capacity. He's gotten better at the game, but a little slower. It's like that's what's cool about the NBA is there is so many different style players that each kind of find a way to do well.
Yeah, everybody has their own motion to the ocean.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure do. What you know about that, Denver dog?
He said, I had 11 puppies.
Dang, I got to catch up.
Yeah.
Really takes that out of you.
He's told us to be quiet.
What were you saying? Okay, so I'll say one thing that's crazy. When in life did we start taking the lines off the top and bottom of the capital I? When we were in like middle school and we learned the alphabet way before
In middle school,
hopefully.
I would hope. I mean, that explains a lot when you
Let's
came
go
into my middle
preschool.
school.
Hey man, yeah, I mean 7th grade I was in like all normal kid classes, and
No,
so I had to
this is kinda the
adjust
same
to
thing.
advance the next year.
What they stopped teaching kids cursive.
Right, which makes sense.
We used to write our English papers in cursive.
The whole freaking 4 pages of
Back
it. Yeah.
in my day,
Yeah.
we got to write in cursive.
Did we do that in
I did in middle school.
8th grade?
Yeah, I remember in Miss Gibbs' English class, I had to write my papers in cursive, or I chose to.
Dude, you know something funny? You remember Mackenzie Clark?
Yes, I know Mackenzie Clark very well.
I remember this vividly.
I don't know if you.
The chances of her saying this are very low. I mean, it's only dogging me. But I remember, so 7th grade I came in. I was homeschooled. I probably was a little weird socially. I mean, I was normal to an extent.
Remember, I went to college with Mackenzie.
Oh, yeah, cool.
I know
cool.
Mackenzie very well.
So this is funny then. You'll think this is funny. So I was just in all normal classes. I think for some reason, and it's probably just my overall vibe, people think I'm kind of dumb, which I understand their thought process there. But then in 8th grade, I tested into the advanced classes, and I was in advanced English, which were out in the trailers with Miss Tolbert. And I remember walking out there and walking by Mackenzie, and she's like, "Oh, Connor, like, I think you're in the wrong area." And I was like, "Isn't this Miss Tolbert's class?" And she was in the same class with me. She was like, "Why are you in Miss Tolbert's class?" And I was like, "I don't know. They assigned me to it." And I remember that moment being like, "Oh, dude, everyone thought I was dumb."
And then I made a C in that class.
No, dude, I got an A, bro. We're good. Yeah, and then I failed out.
Isn't that crazy?
Had to transfer.
We went to one of the most best public schools in the country, but we still had trailers.
I know, right?
They were out. They didn't have enough. They were growing so fast, but now they have a second whole wing to the building.
At our middle school, they do. Wow. Did wasn't Miss Ellis our math class we had together? Wasn't that advanced math?
I don't know. I think they called it back then. It was like honors or something.
Honors, yeah, just whatever it was. It was just. I remember in that class with one of our friends, I realized I didn't actually have as much ADHD as I thought it did, because you realize the difference of someone with ADHD on their medicine versus off their medicine.
I think it was more ADD than ADHD.
Dude, I remember him like facing the other direction, throwing pencils up in the air, and there was like 12 people in our class, so it wasn't like you could hide in the back and do that.
No, there was way more. We never had 12 people in a class.
In that Miss Ellis class?
Yeah, we had more than that.
Was it?
Yeah. All classes were always 22 to 25, something like that.
I just vividly remember that one being my smallest class I had.
I don't know why was I in that class, because math is my worst subject.
That was when you tore your Achilles?
I remember
8th grade?
No, that was
8th grade. You had something with your knee that year, I think.
7th grade. It doesn't matter. Yeah, I had knee surgery in 7th grade, but
that's how you remember each year of high school. Oh, that was knee, that was Achilles, that was shoulder.
Don't play sports. Go play golf.
For real, dude. Imagine if we had just played golf.
Golf isn't a sport.
I'd be like 20% more brain activity. You'd have like potentially a straight spine.
My joints and extremities.
That's wild.
But no, I think what we need to do right now for our guest tomorrow, we need to put a question out into Instagram and say questions for an NFL football player.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
We can do that.
Should we put it right at the end of this? And y'all too. I guess this will be up.
Yeah, they won't see it. So.
I'm
just thinking on top of my head.
But back to the eyes thing, like that always had bothered me, and I feel like nobody talked about it. All of a sudden, they just stopped putting the lines on top of the bottom of the eyes.
I think it depends on what font you're using.
Handwriting. Do we write in different fonts?
What do you mean? You capitalize eyes with the. You don't?
I do. I put the lines on there, but no, like everywhere you go, like if you read anything online, the eyes just looks like a lowercase L.
I mean a lowercase L. Yeah.
Like it's the same letter. How am I supposed to know?
That
and it low key just screwed us over for like a solid.
Yeah, but I just figured that was just a different font.
Right. Because they gotta. I think we should just start a petition to bring the lines back to the eye.
You think so?
I think it's that important. I really do. It would have saved us like a good amount of hours.
Yeah, that one that uploaded today took over an hour and a half.
Yeah, that's brutal.
So that's gonna be tough for whoever edits that one.
Yeah. Sometimes things just happen in society and we just let them slide. But I feel like the eyes we got to fight for. That's worth it.
Mm-hmm.
As long as it's still a free country, you know. Have you seen this viral video of the guys getting in a fight on the golf course?
Yeah, I have. And they start yelling and cussing at each other.
Yeah, dude was punching him, giving his own sound effects as he punched him. He's going bang, 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 bang.
I don't think they should ever resort to violence on a golf course.
I totally agree, which, depending on how you feel, the guy might have gotten a little excessive with the bangs back and forth,
Yeah.
but the dude did attack him first. So he attacked him. First thing he did, he attacked him, picked him up, threw him in the pond.
But do you think it's worth getting arrested over fighting on a golf course?
No shot, dude. Never is it worth it.
I just don't understand some people's mentalities. Like, I'm just gonna punch this guy, and if I get arrested for assault, then who cares?
Yeah, that's what that guy was clearly not in the right mind state mentally.
Yeah.
And soberly speaking. But so that probably clouded some judgment there. But there's a lot of choices. I would never be that intoxicated.
No, but the first thing I would do, I mean, if I was in a fight and someone started attacking me, like, are you taking your 7-iron with you? Or is that
probably
assault,
take something else.
Or
with
is
me,
that a assault with a deadly weapon?
7-iron?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
It's we were 1 month away from college football season.
Dude, that's exciting.
Who's your early prediction of who's going to win it all?
My sleeper pick? Auburn Tigers.
Y'all will probably win 6 games this year.
I'd be happy with 6. Bowl game, where we've been out the last 2 years.
What's the purpose of bowl games anymore?
Money. That's it. Just more money. Sell tickets. But you don't really win anything.
There's no purpose of bowl games unless you're.
Because there's what? How many playoff games now? There's 16 teams, right?
Is it not 12?
12. Okay, yeah.
There's no purpose. They need to get rid of bowl games. People sit out of them. If you're not playing in the college football playoff, then what's the purpose of playing in a bowl game?
The only thing that's a bummer is there's so many teams in college football that, Kennesaw State doesn't deserve to be in the top 12 no matter what.
You talking about for the college football playoff? So the group of 5 team representing there?
Yeah. But they deserve to have some sort of cap to the end of a good season,
Yeah, I think it's gotten to a point where we're losing the best teams in the playoff. If we're going to expand it, there's got to be more than 4 SEC teams in there, or whatever it could be, because the SEC is the best conference for college football, and they're rewarding a Liberty that goes 10-1 over Texas or Georgia, Alabama that goes 8-3, but they lost to Oklahoma, Georgia, and Alabama, something of that nature. And they're playing the 3 best teams, and Liberty's freaking playing UAB's their hardest game, and they're getting in the playoff as the number 1 group of 5 team.
Yeah.
When there should be another Power 5 team taking that spot, and they're going to lose 42-7 in the first round.
No, I totally agree. I do have another take. This might be a hot take. What would you feel about if instead of doing the playoff they just take the winner of each conference and make a tournament out of that?
Well, but there'll be multiple people in that conference that, if Alabama and Georgia are both in the SEC tournament, they both deserve to be in the playoff most of the times. If they both go undefeated to there and they only can take one, that's not fair. There could be the top 2 teams.
But at the end of the day, I think the better team of the SEC wins the SEC championship.
That's not always the case. So it's been proven, the Georgia-Alabama case, where they play in the SEC championship and they go play on in the finals.
Does that mean
each team has won?
So does that mean that the better team is the one that won most recently, or did they just have a better day that day?
I mean, yeah, I think it happens but I think you limit yourself of not getting a chance to be in the playoff because you never know what happens once you get into the playoff. So you have to have the chance to let the 2 best teams be in the playoff, not just choose one of them.
But if you just if you just treated the SEC championship as the deciding factor of who's the best team from the SEC, then for one, it would make the regular season better because they're fighting against each other. They really want to get into the SEC championship more than just being second or third and getting in the playoffs anyway, So it's I would kind of view it as, and I'm not saying I think this is better. It could be, but I would view it as look, here's your chance to get into the playoff. Clearly, there's 4 SEC teams that could beat the best team over here in, insert conference D or whatever. But at the end of the day, the goal is to get the best team in college football standing at the end. So if you take the one best team from each conference, you're still finding out what that would be.
But I don't think the conference championship doesn't mean it's the best team in the conference. They might be better that day, but I think you need to have the top 2-3 teams in the conference playing in the playoff and let them play and hash it out.
Yeah, I mean, I think both are valid thoughts. I just think it would be better, like.
But I mean, it's like the same thing when Georgia and Alabama played in the SEC championship, and Alabama lost. They get put in the playoff and they won the national championship.
Totally, and same thing happened. Auburn beat Georgia, they beat Alabama, then lost to Georgia in the SEC championship, right? But it's a we didn't make the championship and Georgia did, and I think Georgia won or lost it. I can't really remember.
What year that was.
Or I think they then lost to Alabama that year. I think it was 2016. 16, 17 maybe.
Yeah.
But it's like in that situation, it does a couple things. Like, yeah, you might not have 3 teams from the SEC that could beat most other teams in the playoffs, but you do get the best team at the time out of the SEC, and it forces these teams to actually care about the regular season again. Because that's what's
the
kind
teams
of
care about the regular season. It's just when you get to the SEC championship, some teams wouldn't even want to be in it because they could get a better draw, take the week off, and then they maybe not get the first round bye in the college football playoff.
Right, so like it makes more games entertaining. Like you think about the NBA, part of the issue of the NBA is like, I mean,
so you don't think the games in the regular season are entertaining? I think they
are, but they're becoming less entertaining the less that those games matter.
I don't think so. I don't think the only games that don't matter is the cupcake games.
Well, no, the reality is like if Georgia and Bama are number 1 and number 4 in the nation, and they're playing against each other, it doesn't matter who wins or loses because they're both going into the playoffs no matter what.
That's not true, though. That's not the case.
Yeah, as long as they beat Mississippi State and Auburn.
You never know, though. We've lost to freaking Vanderbilt and Auburn. Like, you never know.
But when that happened, when you lost to Vanderbilt, you're still in the playoff, though. But in any other season, if Bama, like,
we didn't
before
make the
there's
playoffs last year.
Bama didn't? But you lost to Vanderbilt 2 years ago, right?
No, it was last year.
I think it was 2 years ago with Pavlos or whatever his name was.
Pavlos is still there this year. He got cleared. Alabama lost to Vandy this year. That was this year.
And y'all weren't in the top 12?
We didn't. I don't even know who won the championship last year.
Right?
Because Alabama wasn't even in it.
Yeah, but I think you were in the 12, though. But regardless, it makes the regular season mean more if it really matters who gets in the SEC championship and if only one team is picked from each conference.
Yeah, Alabama wasn't in it. SMU, Penn State, Indiana, Notre Dame, Texas, Clemson, Ohio State, Tennessee, Oregon, Arizona State, Boise State. Yeah.
Georgia wasn't in it?
No, Georgia played Notre Dame. Notre Dame beat Georgia.
Who was in the SEC championship?
Texas, Georgia.
Texas and Georgia? Oh, because Texas beat Bama.
22-19 in overtime. So the new college football video game came out yesterday.
Oh, really? We getting it?
I already have it.
You gonna stream it? You already have it? Nice. Oh, you can download it.
Just pre-order it and
that's nice.
Download it. But created my player because you can do like Road to Glory, create yourself. But they put it in high school this year, so you can like choose moments of playing in high school.
Oh, that's cool.
What
cool. High school did you go to?
They just have like generated ones. I think there's like the Renegades.
Okay.
The Athens Renegades.
Okay, let's go.
But you could pick who you want. They made it so much harder to be like good in high school.
Okay, I think the year before it was similar to that too. It was like
they didn't have it the year before in all at high school, but I ended up going to Clemson I was a QB playing at Clemson.
Mm-hmm.
Alabama, I'm worried because in the game, Ty Simpson is not good. He's like an 80 overall. Our
so you think they got like some insight there to make you?
I don't know, but last year they had Ryan Williams like an 81, and he's a 96 overall this year. The wide receiver, and they bumped him up. I think Ty Simpson's going to surprise a lot of people
because he's a true freshman.
No, he's a fourth year at Alabama.
Well, you'd think they would have enough information to know how good he's going to be.
I'm pretty sure like y'all's quarterback might be higher, and the dude stinks.
Dude from Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Right, but he was like highly recruited and just flopped, right?
Yeah.
So maybe with the right coach, he'll be okay.
I don't even know who is y'all's offensive coordinator.
It's not Gus Malzahn. I'll tell you that.
So if you were to create a player, like say you're going through the high school rankings right now, and you are the number 10 linebacker in the state, you could pick anybody you want to go to college. Where would you be going? Not based off NIL money, just based off of like history to tradition, schedule wise. Do you want to play in the SEC?
And I'm not allowed to just pick my favorite team.
No, do you want to like play in the ACC or somewhere where you're not playing big SEC teams all the time and be like a?
I would go for the coolest college experience. So like I would probably visit like a Miami, but I would probably end up going at somewhere SEC, like just because those schools are going to have the most. I mean, you're getting swagged out with Jordan at some of them. Auburn's Nike now.
So it's more about the gear than it is.
It's more about just the
playing time?
Aura of that team, probably.
But don't you want to play?
Oh, you're saying I probably wouldn't get playing time at some of them?
I mean, as a freshman, I don't think you're going to come in and play as a true freshman. Would you rather go to like NC State and start right away?
It's a good question. It's hard for me to put myself in that mindset because I went as a walk-on and didn't really care if I was playing. I was just happy to be on the team. So it's like kind of hard for me to be because like I said no to like D2 schools.
Okay, so what if NC State offered you 2-year, $4 million to be the starting linebacker,
and Georgia offered
Texas offered you a 4-year deal, but for $1 million, and you're not going to be the starter. You're going to be a backup.
Yeah, well, in that instance, I would take the $2 million and go to NC State with the expectation that if I play really well, I can still go to a bigger school if I want.
Okay.
The only negative there, and that's kind of what happens with NIL, is that's the decision making people are doing. They're like, oh, every smaller school is just a stepping stool.
Yeah.
Whereas it used to be guys would go to a small school like that, play all 4 years, and still make the league if they're good enough. But now there's no loyalty to your school.
No, they just care about. Did you see the Texas Tech lineman that just got a $4 million deal for 3 years?
Lineman? Wow.
Yeah.
Is he a left tackle, please?
I don't know
at
if he's
least?
defensive lineman or offensive lineman, but just imagine you're 17, 18 years old, you're signing a deal, and you're making $4 million. How do you motivate the players to be in practice? How do you get them to go to class?
That's got to be the craziest switch. I mean, I remember like getting just a living stipend from Auburn, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm rich. It was like $1,500 or something like that. I was like, what? I don't know, dude. I can't even fathom that kind of money now. That's crazy.
All right, let's do another episode of Cool or Not Cool. What if I told you this first time? Where the rules are made up and the points don't matter.
It probably sound really weird.
Welcome back to another episode of Cool or Not Cool.
Where
the rules are made up
and
the points don't matter. We have 2 items.
Oh, I was wondering where I put that. Item number 1.
Oh, you fumbled just like your all's quarterback did. Stitch.
We have item number 1. This is a Blade putter cover from Stitch. I'll hold it up here so we can see it.
Nice.
Ooh, very nice. Very nice. Pakistan.
Wait, where did these come from?
You bought them in
for Georgia?
Yeah, and we never used them.
And this is a Topps 2021.
A little bit further. There we go.
Topps 2021 Blaster Pack Update Series. This actually, you could find an Ohtani in here.
Like Ricky Ohtani? What year was
2021. Maybe I would be 2020 or 28.
Okay.
When did Ohtani come out and play? Did you see he pitched the other day?
Yeah, how did he do?
I threw like 1 inning, but he pitched pretty decently.
Good for him. Huh. Okay. Pretty solid. I'm going to go with definitely cool on this.
I'm going to go cool with that too.
I personally am not a big baseball cards guy. We've been here before. Yeah, I'm going to go with the I would say head cover cool. Not a big fan of baseball cards. I'll go not cool, but I guess if they think they're cool, we can give them away.
Yeah, just let us know in the comments.
All right, gang. Well, thanks for hanging. Let us know if you think both those items are cool. If so, we'll give them away. If you got some questions for future podcasts, that's always helpful. Give us some stuff to chat about, hang out, and are you supposed to say I love you at the end of the
No, we'll catch you
podcast?
later. Toodles.